Congratulations, best wishes. And anyway, now that film will go to also. I'm sure that camera
we actually generally normally we try to keep fans only for this room because the music is not. But some of you can't sit down, we can get 4 chairs. Is it uncomfortable? I can sit here.
அந்த காப்பி வந்து ப்ரொஃபஷனலா வரணும் எல்லாமே அது வந்து நம்ம எல்லாம் என்னோட கேமரா
Most of them are put in the mail of company. Hey, sorry, excuse me. You can just zoom on our sheet. Can we get started?
Is there any?
I'll just ask
anybody else that you need to wait for?
2 or 3. I'm not sure whether they come. You can introduce yourself, please.
Parivadini party vanitala.
I want to tell you. Sir, please. So, thank you.
Very glad. I actually wanted to very glad to
This is what
thanks to Sri Rasikas first for and thanks everyone for coming. Thanks to Sri Uday for going to demonstrate his
What's very important for us today is, we meet on forums, we talk online, we talk over the phone and all that. But a live session is completely different. It gives us all a very great opportunity to meet at least once in a year or something like that. Which is, we don't get this opportunity even in concerts when we are seated separate from each other. We don't get to know the faces behind the IDs. So it's very honoring to meet all of you here and get to know all of you.
Ramakrishnan, கொஞ்சம் வாய்ஸ் ரைஸ் பண்ணோம் for our sake, please. For the elderly, கொஞ்சம் வாய்ஸ் ரைஸ் பண்ணி பேசுப்பா. கொஞ்சம் குரல் எழுப்பி பேசி எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் சில பேர் காதை
Yeah, my name is Ramakrishnan. Probably all of you know me as Rasikas. We should each other. All of us should Sorry. Yes,
தமிழ்ல பேசலாங்க. Unless hands up. Oh, Nick.
Congratulations on starting this amazing forum. The amount of information exchange there is incredible. We have from Prathipukis to Colossus, Mega Vidwans hosting there. So it's a fantastic forum for exchange of ideas. My name is Uday. My ID is also Uday Shankar. And I post occasionally, but enjoy the other people's posts more.
Hello, my name is Nick, and I think everybody knows me. I am Dr. Balasubramanian. I'm a practitioner from the
And I gave you follow up
Me, discharged. I'm Mahavishnu. My name is Ramesh Balasubramanian. I come from California. Delighted to be here. I'm delighted to see old friends, meet new ones, and I spend a long time of my day on Rasikas, as most of you do. So it's really wonderful. It's almost like we're family, and it's a reunion of sorts. So it's wonderful to be here. And thank you so much to Rasikas for hosting us today.
Very glad to see you.
And thanks to all of you for coming today. It's really very special, and it's so nice to see you all. Thank you.
We're so happy to see everyone, especially, after all these experts. Here is a novice who dabbles in chatting and nothing more. But it's a pleasure. I know most of you very well, in a way, and some of you well. And Ramakrishnan always, no one would know him so quiet, so low-key, and what a great deal for a young person to be, managing all this, making it so easy for all of us to get together and for people like me to learn from much younger people all the time. So I am delighted. My name is Raji Krishnan. Arasi is my
Well, privileged to have all of you here. I'm really, very happy that you could all make it during a very busy music season. So, welcome, and I just hope that you feel at home. I'm Ravi Kiran. I'm Balasubramanian, retired engineer. Balasubramanian.
You have an ID, sir?
A very close friend of
Do you write in Rasikas? No.
Rasikas, but I used to read all the things. But I have not come up to the stage of.
And let us all join to congratulate Ravi Kiran, sir. He is getting Sangeeta Kalasagara Award this evening, so Partha sir. And let us also wish that he should get all big awards in Sangeeta Kalanidhi shortly.
My name is Malati Vasudevan and my ID is NV. And so we are pleasure to be here. Unlike Maharashtra, I'm not I should say some days I'm on Rasikas 3 times a day. Sometimes I'm not there for 3 months, but I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed the forum. So thank you to that for a wonderful forum. Get to know people through online. So it's a pleasure to be here to meet everyone in person and see the face behind all those posts. And thank you to Lata and Sri Rasikas for graciously hosting us today. Pleasure to be here.
We have come down from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Good morning to all. I am S. Sivaramakrishnan, the forum technician Sivaramakrishnan. Today is very important to me in 3 ways. Basically, I am a Rasika. So this Rasika forum that has very much our ability to appreciate music, and you can see how people are committed to appreciating music. We are able to read lots of talents. We never thought that people are having that much of capacity to appreciate music.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Anyway, if we had the powers, I suppose it would happen anytime soon. Anyway, I've been listening to music for the last 60 years. I have the privilege of growing up in an atmosphere with all the leading musicians. Over the years, more of a Rasika than a performer. I remember once, Algar Manesh introduced me to Sona. அவங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ஆனால் நான் ஆட மாட்டேன் சொன்னாங்க. அப்படியே இருக்கட்டும், பாடல்கள் எங்களுக்கு தொழில் நடக்காது. Anyway, I'm so glad to be here. It's not happening this time, but fortunately, mother fell down and broke her hip. She's 93 years old. Right now she's in the hospital. It's 4 days. Yesterday I landed yesterday. I saw her. She's okay now. She's going to physiotherapy now. So I thought I could take her permission. She insisted on coming. I said she should come for the red cross. So
And it's a lot of input from our Rasikas also. So we would like to listen to the demo of this music instrument.
Okay, last one. Now the best is okay. Hi, boss. Okay. Hi, my name is Rajesh. My full name is Rajesh. In ATM follows with that. Okay. My ID and my name is the same. I love internet.
So what is the say 3 kinds of things? First,
Certainly, it is taking me very long.
then I'll show that if you shift the shruti, you can change the dynamic of the instrument. Working to expand the range. So this instrument is an optimization of the range possible. So I can go much higher if I can compromise on the diameter and compromise on the low. So for now, this is it. But the future versions can go up to male part, maintaining so at 5 per day. For now, it stops at Tarasthai Madhyama, Shuddha Madhyama. So So Ravi Kiran has created. Attachment with a few holes, so you can exploit a few more notes lower than the lowest G. So you can play with some combinations and stuff. Let's see. There's a demo after all. this is a Rutukadu Venkata Kali song. I practiced it better, it didn't come out very well now. But the precision becomes even harder, so I'm making more mistakes and stuff like that. But once you get a real confidence, it's a hard instrument to master, I'm sure. But the point is, it should be shown that it can be done.
What do you explain?
It's like a digitized version of the flute. It's like a digital analog kind of.
Yeah, it's an analogized.
Yeah.
The flute can go, I mean, with a great artist,
Yes.
it can go, it's much smoother. So, that's one thing. The other thing you can do is when you shift the shruti, you change the color of the whole thing completely.
Could you perhaps just say a quick word about what is special about the Anjikate?
Yeah. So, let me go back to Anjikate then. I think there is something very special in this. Listen to all kinds of flutes. Okay. The melodic aspect of the flute is very nice. But the one thing that stands out is when T.R. Mahalingam plays whatever, Tulasi or something, just that Chatusruti Rishabham, that's the whole thing, fills up there's something special about that particular sound. I don't remember anything, but hey, that sound is like, that lingers in the head. There's some, the Chatusruti Rishabham at 5 kantais is the standard pitch for Western tuning also, 440 Hz, it's the A. And I don't know if it fills up the air somehow. Then something, God, Mungatha, will play something and he'll come back and or something like that. So that sound stands in his flute. So the interesting thing is that 5-kantai flute, also like if I play in a D Shruti, there's a Panchama of that also falls in that same 440 Rishabham. When you listen to Hariprasad Chaurasya, his Panchama just lingers in your head, wow, that sound. The park and so I should.
One of the illustration is
possible. What about staccato, like
sequences of fifths?
That's
all.
Yeah. But see, well harmony actually is slightly different. It's slightly more involved.
Yeah.
In the sense that typical Western harmony, the scale is important, but sequence is not. Okay. So any Janyam of Shankarabharanam also would be considered as Shankarabharanam as far as they are concerned for all practical purposes of harmony or chords or counterpoints. So they will not really make a distinction between sound of Kalinga. So well harmony you have to take into consideration all those things. So typically when I compose in challenging ragas like Janarajini for instance, or say RB. RB ni and ga so you cannot create chords. So it eliminates, so you have to create an entire new set of rules of which chords or which types of harmony can work in those ragas. So when I actually went into Velamani, I never even expected the subject to be that complex. But as I am going further and further, I am beginning to understand and appreciate the complexities involved. So eventually,
in a few decades, I should hopefully be able to create a set of rules, melharmonic rules for different ragas, so that any composer in any part of the world can use those and be able to create melharmonic music. Right now, there are a couple of Western composers who are actually trying some melharmonic composition. There is one Canadian composer called Parivadini, who has actually created some things. But you know, in their situations, their understanding and grasp of Carnatic is more like a hobby. So again, Shuddha Rishabham and Shuddha Devatam all very dissonant for them. So other pieces compose use because you know they find it very dissonant. So you should. So that's why when you work with them more or when you interact with them, then you start understanding the way they approach music and some of the things. Then you can try to create a meaningful bridge. So no, otherwise one set of aesthetics consistent of only that set of listeners will be able to use.
But it's not limited to Western classical music, right? So you've done work with Taj Mahal and all that, where the precursors of these ideas were there.
Yeah, even though I work with jazz groups, I have actually made melodic arrangements for jazz groups. You know, people like Glenn Wells who is like one of the top, like
BBC Film.
BBC Film, that is classical. But jazz, there are some brilliant artists with whom we work with. So that is, but when I worked with Taj Mahal, I had not developed melody at that time. That was 94 we did a CD. It was just pure.
But there was a lot of these saga learning versions in there.
Literally, I accompanied like a vocalist.
Right.
So Madhavani accompanied me. So my whole orientation was that. In fact, that was totally foreign to him. This concept of shadowing along like this. So he found it very interesting. Vishwamohan Bhattji was playing with me in that album. He played his own stuff. But now in the Carnatic vocal with tones of emotion and
Question to that, you were mentioning in the beginning that it's a talk, you've taken ideas from flute as well as Nadaswaram.
Not Nadaswaram. I've taken ideas from Chitraveena and flute.
You already gave an answer that is capable of producing higher fidelity than flute. But generally, flute artists have got 3 or 4 flutes with them.
This can cover the whole range. So you
so
don't have to
go over and above the combination of flutes.
Yes.
So
it goes below the
so can I make a conclusion that a flute artist, when he tries to adjust immediately from one flute to another flute in a single piece, he may find it more difficult when compared to playing this instrument. Suppose if there is an equivalent artist who plays very well this instrument, he can adjust it very well.
I think if this is mastered, then there is no question of picking up different flutes and playing. The one thing that you can do there are certain things you can do on this flute which you can't, which you cannot do on this. I mean, you can't the Adi Sangati and all that, but there is like. I don't know the fingering, but something like that. All those cross fingering patterns you can't try.
I think that's why the Tadam was the most suitable for me. Is it? Tadam very. Yeah, but see, with a lot of practice, you can do different things which are equally distinct, which are equally appealing and enchanting. Yeah. But each instrument has its own beauty. Certain unique things that flute sangati Sabinas and the
Can you hold pockets of air and see that instrument? The Nayanam people now, they hold some air. Where I'm told this way, like Karapuchi or somebody.
Okay, correct. Compromise around male sound because so somebody like Shashank can quickly put this, take up another flute, because you'll have slightly varying octave characteristics and all that. So he plays perfectly and stuff. Because, but
blowing structure of the flute blowing structure of the flute.
So, compromisable blow possible, but somebody like Mani sir, but whenever he suspected, I think from what I see, whenever he suspected that it's too cold and his male saw is compromised, he would never play there.
But then that is when I actually said I'll demo it on the instrument next year. I had the demo last year. So I told it is nothing but Kaishik and Ishadam oscillated. But because it's moving note, when the note is moving, the voice doesn't clearly understand whether it is the lower note or the higher note sometimes. But sometimes instinctively it's very tough to know. So another kind of things like instrument you will get a far more accurate vision of the world. You can really see what you are playing. As you play, you see the notes.
Sometimes somebody gave an explanation, mathematical explanation. For example, Antargantaram, Shuddha Madhyamam, Panchamam Vargoyo. Base frequency is a multiple of 100 frequencies, 140, 130, or 1/2 hour. And the question explained why, although the Gandhara is the same for Kalyani and Shakarabhatam, Shakarabhatam Gandhara because it becomes close, whereas Madhya Pradivati.
The frequency, see, the ragas were formed.
எல்லாருக்கும் நமஸ்காரம்.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have another engagement which we have committed to earlier.
பரவாயில்ல அவர் சொன்னபடி பரவாயில்ல நீ இங்கே வைக்கலாமா, பரவாயில்ல இப்படி கார் வச்சுக்கலாமா, அதாவது நாங்கள் வந்து பாடுவோம். பட் ஃபோக்கஸ் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு அந்த கடற்கையாத சங்கியாவில் வந்து மண்வரையில் தான் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு. சரி சக்ஷி ரிஷபம்னு ஒரு டேர்ம் இஸ் ஃபைன். வெங்கடபாகிரத்தில் அந்த கடற்கையாதி சங்கியாக்காக திஸ் வாஸ் ஃபைன் லேட்டர். ஸோ சரி B3 அந்த மாதிரி வந்து அப்படின்னு பட் நான் வாசிக்கிறேன் சகக சகக சகக.
That's what they do even in North India. They only call it Sagada, right?
ஆமா, பட் அந்த நார்த் இந்தியாவில் வந்து same variety of two notes are not repeated except the very rare exception of and the other one Gandhara will become a consonant. So whatever we are so it's a question of two things. Tradition has always won over practices. அதனால அப்பா சொல்லுவாங்க சில ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் phrases நாங்களே வந்து சில படாததுல வந்து
is a clear-cut journey of deity. So the Shakshudi Devatam is anyway legally allowed, as at least as a Vishesha Prayoga. Chandra we control. Yeah, it's a special space.
So I like to draw and reference the this is Noor Sar in the Sar music. So on the Sar group here on the Mali on the Nishadam on the it's a common feature. Singer the Noor Sar. So I have a feeling undergarden of Panuji in the Mali maybe he had more influence of Noor Sar and questions they are not alive, but when I did my research in Delhi, in studying factors, I could relate how we used the Hindustani music as a base for, first A was Shruti element, B was the perfection, ரொம்ப important, the melody. Violin ஒரு வெறும் சாப்பாச வருஷம் வருவானா அதை மனசை பிடிச்சி இருக்கணும். அப்படியே hours of practice பண்ணிட்டு கால வருஷமா அப்படியே எப்படி வச்சுக்கோங்க அது வேதம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சாம வேதமாக ஆகணும்னா அது we really make it musical and Shruti Sarasana and Shruta Yoga. நான் 4 பாட்டு வருஷம் கூட போடுவேன். I can practice it a lakh, millions of times and make it a perfect output. அந்த ஒரு பாட்டுக்காக கேட்கறதுக்கு எங்கேயாவது ட்ராமா விஷயத்தையும் ஆடியன்ஸ் உட்காருவாங்க.
நீங்க ஒரு phrase பாடினாலே போதும் அதுலயே உங்க full history தெரியும். So when she sang you could hear the violin. That's what I was saying. So it's the brilliance as Rasikas what we feel is like how far you've come by pushing the consistency of your tradition. உங்க குரல்ல ஒரு வாட்டி கேட்டாலே புரியும்.
அப்பவே எல்லாத்தையும் கத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா there is nothing formed because everything will be there will be clarity of thought in you. After a certain time, then you can listen to everything, you can be influenced only positively, but you should not still imitate anything. Positive influence, you should still make it your own. Yeah. There's no doubt that everybody can be inspired. Listen, different ways. But how not to be sucked into that? Somebody Maharaj Vishwanath Devi imitate பண்ண மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு எங்க குருநாதர் எலக்ட்ரிக் கரண்ட் மாதிரிடா அப்படின்னு அதாவது ஒரு டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல இருந்து நம்ம அதை யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணதோட தொட்டா ஷாக் அடிக்கும்.
அந்த வீட்டு சொன்ன பாணி ரொம்ப சென்டிமெண்டா இருக்கு அப்படின்னா இந்த இடத்துல ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. நான் வெளியாக கேட்டேன் எங்கள் வீட்டில் நான் ஒரே பேட்டி கசின்ஸ். So Tata had a very special liking for me. Now, 17 வாட்டி வருஷம் உட்காந்து 1 2 17 times வாசிப்பார். நான் வாசிப்பேன். கொஞ்சம் கூட மூஞ்சி சொல்லக்கூடாது, கொஞ்சம் கூட சொல்லக்கூடாது, டயர்டாக இருக்கும். பட் கிருஷ்ணசாமி சுந்தரேஷுக்கு கிரிக்கெட்டு ஓடி போயிடுவான். ஸோ அவள் பண்ணுவான் காரணம் தாத்தால ஒரு 4 மணினா 4 மணி. அப்பா என்ன சொல்கிறாருன்னா சத்தியமாக நான் சொல்கிறதெல்லாம் பண்ணேன்னா பண்ணேன்னு சொல்லிடுவேன். 4 மணிக்கு காத்தால எழுதுப்பான். நான் எப்போவுமே பக்கத்துக்கு போனேன். அந்த காத்தால அந்த நிலகிரி வரணும், சாவேரி வரணும், சாரதா வரணும், இதெல்லாம் ஒரு கான்ஸ்டன்ட் ஹியரிங் அவள் வாசிச்சது லைவாக நம்ம கேட்குற போது அதோட எஃபெக்ட் ரிமார்க்கபுளாக இருக்கும். அது எப்படின்னா நம்ம ஸ்டேஜில் ஒரு சங்கதி நம்ம வாசிக்க வச்சா இந்த இடத்துல கொஞ்சம் ஷார்ட் ஃபால் ஆனாலும் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக கை தப்பாடு, ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக கை இட் ஓன் மூவ். ஏன்னா அந்த சவுண்ட் வரணும். Thank you for the opportunity.
Rasikas perspective, I want to offer.
Diversion from very serious thoughts about music. Now, in the 1980s, I was manufacturing Rudy Box. So, why would you have that program? So, one of our friends was that we are giving material and Rudy Box is not now basically. So, I went to என்ன பண்ணுறேன்னா நான் வயலின் வாசிக்கிறேன். நானும் பருவ வெரி க்ளோஸ் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். அவர் எவ்வளோ நேரம் போயிட்டாரு, நான் இந்த லெவலில் தான் இருக்கேன். பட் என்னைக்கு போனாலும் சேவ் ரெஸ்பெக்ட் ஓல்டு ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். ஒரு நாளைக்கு நான் அவருக்கு போயிருந்தேன். கூட என் பையனையும் அழைச்சி போயிருந்தோம். போயிட்டு போகிறவங்க அன்றைக்கே பார்த்தா இந்த விளையாட்டுள்ள வந்துருக்காங்க அவர் வீட்டுக்கு. அவர் ஒன்றே குடிக்கிறது நீங்கள் பார்த்துட்டு போவோம். சரி சொல்லி வெயிட் பண்ணி வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு நான் கொடுத்துட்டு சுண்டை கட்டி வச்சுருக்கேன். நல்ல வேணா சுண்டை ஃப்ரெண்டாக எடுத்துருந்தேன். அவன் என்ன பண்ணா பக்கத்துல வந்து என் பையனை இவர் சொன்னாங்கன்னா அந்த பையனுடைய காரை எடுத்து குப்பையை வச்சு ஒரு நிமிஷம் வைக்கணும். நீ என்ன கேட்குற அப்படின்னு அவன் வந்து அப்பாட்ட அவனுக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியாது. சாம கேட்கறது ஏன்னா அதாவது 24 hours
சண்முக சீனிவாசன் இந்த சங்கீத பாடுவார் நினச்சிக்காரு. நீ அங்கே போய் கேட்டுக்கோ, அங்கே அப்போ சண்முக சீனிவாசன் எப்படி பாடுறாரோ அது மாதிரி கேட்டுக்கோ. But don't keep on.
கோவிந்தராஜன் கூட லண்டன்ல வந்து ஒரு கோர்ஸ் 2 நாள் கண்டினியூஸாக கச்சேரி கொடுத்தாராமா. பிகாஸ் டாக்டர் சீசர் இஸ் வெட் டு தி ரூம்ஸ். You know, it's a very good friend of mine. அப்பா
very keen to come because if I communicate well, then I can probably play without compromising on James or something like that. அவங்க கொடுத்து அவளுக்கு எடுத்துட்டு இருக்க முன்னால ஒரு பேஸ் பில்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா then it's far nice for us to play it.
அது the perspective differs. When I listen to the early stages, அப்பெல்லாம் நம்ம fast music தான் படிக்கும். When I listen to Jayama, Balasubramanian's mother,
Circulate to your senses, it takes some.
Every time we come out of it saying that we ought to know even more to be able to appreciate. That's a feeling.